Alright, this is the mental side of the warm-up. We're in this warm-up. We're trying to figure out what shots they can hit, what shots they don't hit. You want to try to give them forehands and backhands, different heights, and sometimes you just want to find your center. You know, these guys are playing. The guy on the left is 17. The guy on the right is 21. They're the number 1 seeds. We're the number 3 seeds. So they're looking to just kind of set the tone early, and they want to let us come to them. As the underdog, we want to just play percentages and make them prove they can beat us. You know, and there's a whole dimension to this. Like sometimes during the warm up, people try to hit winners on you. They try to intimidate you, like by smashing the ball, and that's really tacky. I don't approve of that. Um, the reality is, the warm up is simply that. It's a warm up. Just make sure you. We warmed up before we got on this court. We hit for half an hour before we got here. Try to see where they like the ball, where they don't like the ball. Check their grips. Semi-Western forehand, Western forehand. They don't like low balls. Two-handed backhand, one-handed backhand. And then I like to do this when I'm volleying. I like to prove to them that I can volley whatever they give to me. And unfortunately, this guy hit the ball like 300 miles an hour. Because normally what I do is I start from the service line, and I hit the volley and I move in right on top of the net and just let them hit shots at me. And this guy just hit the ball a ton. It was really difficult to volley with him. So it was like reverse intimidation here. On the volleys, I'm just trying to make sure that I make firm impact and my feet are moving and making contact in front. Okay. When he comes in net to volley, you want to make sure, you want to check what they can do and what they can't do. You want to see, can they hit the high backhand? You want to see how they handle the ball right at them. You want to see how they handle the forehand and how they handle low balls. Try to give them a half volley. And when you see him do stuff like that, like they hit the ball over my head, you know he's a little nervous. He's got to be a little bit nervous, you know. So those are things you look for in the warm-up as far as this part of the series goes. When your opponent is volleying, I like to get the ball low. I like to hit the ball soft and get the ball low to see how they handle it. I like to hit underspin. A lot of junior players don't like spin soft shots. Honestly, a lot of junior players don't volley well. Unfortunately, this guy volleys really well. But once again, go to the forehand, go to the backhand, go to his body, go high, go low, hit the ball soft at him, try to make the ball dip at his feet. And generally speaking, you want to hit the ball medium. You don't want to be, it's kind of not really nice to hit the ball 100 miles an hour. I've seen people do that to me, and all that does is it shows them that I can volley it. And then what do you have after that? I gain confidence and you lose confidence. Remember, the warm-up is a time to try to figure out what the weaknesses are. What I noticed is this guy actually hits a better backhand angled volley than a forehand volley. He missed a lot of forehand volleys. Hits them long. He has a pretty firm impact on the high one. And he moves pretty well. I went body. I try to get low to him. He handles it pretty well. So it was my evaluation of him would be that he's pretty good. The other key here is you compare notes with your partner. So my partner gave me his feedback of his opponent, of his partner, the tall guy with the white hat, and that we kind of knew what was going on, how they played, what was happening. If you notice the guy with the white hat, he actually doesn't volley very well for a big guy. You would think a guy that size at the net would volley really well, but he misses a lot. Volley's kind of soft. Those are the things you're looking for in the warm-up on the volley. When you give them overheads, you try to make them move back. You try to make them move to their backhand. You see how they move. You give them a short one, see how they like that. And you check out to see if there's any holes in his volley and his overhead. You know, anything they do in the warm-up is indicative of what's going to happen in the match. Alright, when you're serving, you want to show to them you can hit all the serves. You go middle, body, and wide. Check out what they do in their serves. Try to see if they have any tendencies. Are they looking toward their serving? Is it a flat serve or a spin serve? I try to be really nonchalant. I just make sure I stop the ball. I don't try to return anything. And I only serve half speed. Some people like to try to intimidate your opponent by showing them a flat one, but I actually have a pretty good flat serve for a guy my size, and everyone says that my serve comes faster than it looks. So I hide the fact that I have a flat serve. I just hit spin serves in the warm-up, and um, that's key. You know that when I actually eventually go to that flat serve, it comes as a surprise. The scouting report on this guy, the white hat, is when he's in the middle of the court, he serves down the middle. When he's wide, he can serve either middle or wide. And I was just trying to notice his motion. His motion is actually kind of odd. You know, he doesn't extend all the way up. He has massive spin. The other partner has a pretty big flat serve, and those are the things you look for. What kind of motion? What kind of serves do they? Do they serve flat? Do they serve kick? Do they serve slice? Do they have a special toss that tells you where it's going to go? Sometimes, when your opponents switch like this, what I'll do is I'll just stay and I'll just hit returns. I don't need to hit a lot of serves. But today we were a little bit nervous, so we switched. Once again, middle, wide, body, and try to see if there's any tendencies when they return to you.